The first $1,000 you save will not change your life because of the number. It will change your life because of what it removes. It removes panic, it removes pressure, and it removes the feeling that one small mistake could knock everything over. In this video, I want to explain why the first $1,000 matters more than investing, side hustles, or optimization, especially if money has felt stressful or unstable for a long time. Why people skip this step. When people start fixing their finances, they usually look ahead instead of underneath. They think about investing, paying off all debt, increasing income, optimizing systems, but what they're actually dealing with is fragility. A fragile financial situation doesn't break because of big disasters. It breaks because of small, ordinary problems. A flat tire, a medical bill, a delayed paycheck. These are not rare events. They are normal life events. And without a buffer, normal life becomes stressful. What life looks like. Without a buffer, without savings, every expense feels urgent. A $200 problem doesn't feel like $200. It feels like a threat. You start asking questions like, which bill can I delay? Can I put this on a card? What can I move around? This isn't poor planning. This is survival mode. And survival mode forces short-term thinking. Why survival mode is so expensive. When you're operating without a buffer, you don't make optimal decisions. You make fast decisions. You choose higher interest over short-term relief, fees over convenience, stress over strategy. Not because you want to, but because you have no margin. Margin is what allows good decisions to exist. Why $1,000 is a psychological turning point. The first $1,000 isn't about covering every emergency. It's about changing your relationship with problems. At $0, every problem feels personal. Every expense feels emotional. At $1,000, problems feel solvable. Decisions slow down. Stress decreases. That shift matters more than any spreadsheet. Why smaller numbers don't work. Some people aim for $100 or $300 instead. That helps, but it doesn't change behavior. Those amounts disappear quickly. $1,000 is different. It's large enough to cover common emergencies, interrupt panic cycles, buy time. Time is the most valuable resource early on. Why bigger numbers? Backfire. On the other hand, aiming for $5,000 or $10,000 too early can stall progress. Large goals feel abstract. Abstract goals get postponed. $1,000 is concrete, achievable, motivating. It creates momentum. The emotional shift that happens first. Here's something people rarely talk about. The emotional benefit of the first $1,000 shows up before the financial one. You sleep better. You stop checking your account constantly. You feel less reactive. That mental relief is what allows consistency to follow. Why investing before this creates stress? Many people invest before building a buffer. When markets move, they panic. When cash is needed, investments get sold. Long-term plans turn short-term quickly. This isn't because investing is bad. It's because the order is wrong. Investing without stability turns volatility into anxiety. What the first $1,000 is not. This money is not spending money, opportunity money, optimization money. It is stability money. Its job is not to grow. Its job is to exist. How this changes your entire system. Once a buffer exists, budgeting feels less strict. Debt payments feel less risky. Income changes stick. Emergencies stop derailing progress. Systems work when they're protected from chaos. Transition to how. So if $1,000 matters this much, the question becomes simple. How do you build it realistically without burnout, guilt, or extreme rules? That's what we'll walk through next. Building the first $1,000 without burning out. This is not about perfection. It's about direction. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a repeatable one. Step 1. Stop waiting for extra money. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting. They tell themselves, I'll start saving when things calm down. I'll save once income improves. I'll do it after this month. That moment rarely arrives. Progress begins when saving becomes intentional, not leftover. Step 2, choose simplicity over optimization. Early on, speed matters more than efficiency. That means one savings account, one clear goal, no complex rules. A simple system that runs beats a perfect system that never starts. Step 3, use automation to remove emotion. Automation is not about convenience, it's about protection. When savings happen automatically, you don't negotiate with yourself, you don't rely on motivation, you don't skip just this once. Even small automated amounts add up faster than expected. Step 4, redefine what progress looks like. Progress is not linear. Some weeks you add money, some weeks you don't. Progress means the direction stays the same. This mindset prevents discouragement. Step 5. Use accelerators strategically. Occasional money matters. Tax refunds, bonuses, extra paychecks. These should shorten the timeline, not reset it. Used correctly, they create momentum without pressure. Step 6. Protect the buffer once it exists. This is critical. Once the $1,000 exists, do not invest it, do not mentally spend it, do not use it for convenience. This money exists to prevent worse outcomes. Using it casually removes its power. Why? This step changes everything downstream. Once the buffer is in place, financial decisions slow down. Mistakes become survivable. Progress compounds instead of resetting. This is why skipping this step keeps people stuck. Who this step is especially important. For this matters most if money feels mentally exhausting. One expense can ruin your month. You've relied on credit to survive. Progress never seems to stick. This is not a small milestone. It's a foundation. Key takeaway. The first $1,000 does not change your life because it's impressive. It changes your life because it creates space. Space to think, space to choose, space to improve. Without space, every system fails. If you want calm, practical guidance that makes money feel simpler instead of more stressful, subscribe to Money Simplified. Small steps, done in the right order, change everything.